The year is 1945. The world breathes a collective sigh of relief as the greatest conflict in human history comes to an end. The instruments of that victory, great fleets of battleships and aircraft carriers, are the undisputed masters of the sea. But victory gives way to a fragile, tense peace. A new world order is being drawn, and with it a new kind of threat emerges from the shadows. The age of the propeller is rapidly giving way to the age of the jet, and the specter of atomic warfare now looms over civilization. The celebrated Essex-class carriers, heroes of the Pacific, were designed for the war that was, not the one that was coming. The new generation of jet aircraft were heavier, thirstier, and required far more deck space and more powerful catapults than anything seen before. They were also being designed to carry a terrifying new cargo, nuclear weapons. The United States needed a naval platform that could not only survive in this new era, but dominate it. It needed a ship with the size, power, and endurance to project American strength across any ocean for decades to come. The existing fleet was a powerful legacy, but it was not the future. The world was changing faster than the ships built to protect it. The answer was already taking shape on the slipways of Newport News. Conceived in the midst of war but born for the dawn of the Cold War, she was the lead ship of a new class, a bridge between two eras. On September 10, 1945, just 8 days after the surrender of Japan, the USS Midway CV-41 was commissioned. She was a behemoth, the first U.S. warship too large to transit the Panama Canal. Her armored flight deck, massive air group, and unprecedented size made her a floating fortress, a self-contained city at sea. The Midway was not just bigger. She was built with a different philosophy. She was designed for longevity, for adaptation, for a service life that would span the entirety of the Cold War. From the moment her keel was laid, she was destined to be a ship of firsts, a ship that would constantly redefine the meaning of naval air power, and redefine it she did. The Midway's 47-year career is a testament to relentless adaptation. In the 1950s, she underwent a radical transformation, receiving a new angled flight deck, powerful steam catapults, and an enclosed hurricane bow. This wasn't just a refit, it was a rebirth, turning her from a straight deck carrier into a modern supercarrier, capable of handling the most advanced jets of the era. Her true mettle was tested in the crucible of combat. The Midway served with distinction throughout the Vietnam War, earning a reputation for tenacity and resilience. But her most defining moment came at the very end. In April 1975, during the fall of Saigon, the Midway was a beacon of hope in a sea of chaos. During Operation Frequent Wind, her crew performed one of the most remarkable humanitarian missions in naval history. With her flight deck swamped by fleeing helicopters and a small Cessna spotter plane circling overhead with a family of 7, Captain Larry Chambers made a legendary decision. To save those lives, he ordered millions of dollars worth of helicopters to be pushed into the ocean, clearing the landing strip. That single act of humanity, known as Midway Magic, saved countless lives and forever defined the character of the ship and her crew. For nearly 2 decades, the Midway was America's forward deployed shield, home-ported in Yokosuka, Japan. She was the unwavering sentinel of the Pacific, a constant presence through crises in Korea, the Philippines, and the Persian Gulf. She became a permanent fixture, a symbol of the U.S. commitment to its allies. Even at the end of her long career, when she was the oldest carrier in the fleet, the Midway had one last war to fight. In 1991, she served as the flagship for naval air forces in Operation Desert Storm, launching combat sorties into Iraq. After 46 years, the old warrior proved she was still one of the most formidable ships on the seas. From the end of World War II to the aftermath of the Cold War, the USS Midway was there. She was the longest-serving U.S. aircraft carrier of the 20th century. Her story is not just one of steel and steam, but of constant evolution, of humanitarian courage, and of unwavering service. Today, she rests in San Diego, a permanent tribute to the generations of sailors who called her home. To walk her decks is to walk through history. Visit the USS Midway Museum and experience her legacy for yourself. Share this video to honor the incredible story of a ship that was more than a weapon of war. She was a guardian of peace, a symbol of hope, and a true American legend.